And from there, let's talk about others who will rise to become the Awoshikas and the Onyali Ikpes of this world, the young girls. And beautifully, the theme for this year captures women's sustainability, rights, action for women and girls. And joining us on this segment is Rosemary Chidera Onuga. She's the founder, Afro-Impact Development Organization, and a public health advocate. Hello, Chidera, and welcome to the Morning Brief.
Thank you very much.
And happy International Women's Day to
Wishing you the same. Thank you.
Yes. So, first of all, what are your reflections on the progress for women in leadership in the last couple of years when you look at all of the activities that have shaped the role of women in development, both at the government level and in the private sector?
It's been a very great thing because few years back, women don't hold those positions, those public positions. But now, because of other women that are acting as role model, advocating for younger women like myself, we have that opportunity to raise our voices and also to be visible. So it's something very, very great, yeah.
Well, and we also hope that it serves as a role model for the children, the young girls that you work with.
Yeah,
so talk to us about your work at Afro-Impact Development Organization for girls. You cater to girls' welfare.
Yeah.
Talk to us about some of the challenges and some of your observations in the work that you have done.
As the program lead and also the founder of Afro-Impact Development Organization, where we support the education and health of girls, especially menstrual health, we've encountered a lot of challenges. For example, we help girls in supporting them with menstrual health materials. Some of the challenges we encountered, I think that was 2023, we went to a school to donate pads to girls. So we saw a girl, in fact, she called one of our volunteers aside that, thank you for coming today, that she's currently on a period and she used a makeshift material. She has a tailor she used to go and collect pieces from to just gather, just to pad up herself. But the woman gave birth and she has not been coming to shop for a while. So that day, she said she has gathered what she could gather at that particular day. The next day, she was not going to school. But luckily for her, we went there to donate pad. So these are some of the challenges we see, we encounter. We see some girls miss school because of something as natural as menstruation, which is not supposed to be.
It's very hard to believe and sad to hear what you've just said. And commendations to groups like yours who are doing the bit you can to close that gap. My question would be, what can be done to make it even stronger?
What can be done to make it stronger is we tell not just individuals, companies should also support organizations that are into menstrual health education and support. It should not just be an individual. If I wasn't there that day, if our organization was not there that day, what would have happened to the girl? So it shouldn't just be just an individual stuff. Companies, organizations should take up their challenges as well. So that's
so at the end of the day, we're talking about poverty playing a role here.
Yes.
That's the
exactly,
problem.
Yeah.
So what will be effective because these people make this part, they are there for money.
Yeah. And
so there has to be, is it subsidy that is going to be or outright donation? And what data do you have to say, okay, because of the level of poverty, some of these girls will resort to using very unhygienic measure to be able to clean up?
Okay, can you go again, please?
So I'm talking about what will make it even more effective.
Okay.
Is it outright accelerating, scaling the donation so that we have as much as possible so we can distribute to girls, they don't have to think about it, or some level of collaboration between government and these companies to see whether we can reduce the price that every girl, no matter how poor your family is, you'll be able to, take care of yourself?
Okay, currently the government removed tax on period materials. That was sometimes end of last year. But now it's not all companies that have started implementing that, which is not supposed to be. And also we are also celebrating International Women's Day. When mothers are being empowered, this is not supposed to be an issue. It's easier for an empowered mother to go to the market, buy a lot of period materials and keep for the child, the daughter. But when women are not empowered, is very, very difficult. Poverty plays a role in this. So it's encouraging for industries, companies that are already producing these period materials to start complying to government policies that has removed tax. Pads is still the same price.
How much is the average one?
Yeah, so I'm doing a calculation now. 1,500 naira times 12. So that means a parent has to spend a mere 18,000. Well, I call it mere.
You can't say mere.
18,000 naira on sanitary products for their daughter, their teenage daughter, throughout the year, and they cannot. Some of the parents that you have worked with evidently cannot afford it.
Yeah.
Is it the same situation in all the areas that you have worked, and you can name those areas where you have worked with teenage girls?
We work mostly in grassroots because these
in Lagos.
In Lagos, and also with this experience I just shared now, it's happened in Imo State.
Okay.
So we work mostly in grassroots. So these are children, girls that are mostly affected by this. So grassroots children. So.
Do you see government presence in those areas? What is the quality of life of those, families where you have worked? What does it look like, the kind of jobs that they do that, make them unable to afford sanitary products for their daughters?
Most of them are farmers. Some of them are not doing anything. Like one of the schools we visited, we saw students that were using one textbook for like 6 subjects. So these communities are rural communities. They are low-income communities. They are most of them farmers. Most of them don't do anything. So,
Almost, thank you so much. The issue is very deep, very concerning, and thank you for your work that you're doing for these girls. And I hope that the government will get the attention. Everybody who is, let me not just call government, private sector, good-spirited individuals, as well as the government to do their part. The government has done their part by some kind of tax waiver or reduction.
Yes.
So that's a good start.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bukola.